Double foul restart, as we pointed out at the top of the day. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Dave Blaney will have the front row. Should we go caution free? We'll see green flag pit stops?
I think so. You know, I'm sure there's people going to try to stretch it on fuel, but like Kevin, Jeff, myself, Darrell, we've been talking about, the tires would be a concern.
Green flag, 50 laps to go in the Budweiser Shootout of 08. And Reed Sorensen is right up against Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s bumper, propelling him out into the lead.
And Carl Edwards in that 99 decided that may be the line that's going to move. He jumped out from behind Dave Blaney in the 22 to the bottom of the racetrack.
These cars restart pretty well because they got so much more acceleration than they had last year. They come right up to speed. It's not like it was last year where you had to get them wound up. Last year you'd be in third gear all the way off of turn 2. Now you're in high gear coming off of turn 2.
Definitely the most impressive backup car with no practice laps. Kurt Busch in that 2 car, who was going to start on the pole, had to go to the back without any practice, and here he's going to come around in 5th place here to complete the first lap after the break.
Well, he's had a good car here, you know. In the 500 last year, he and Tony had a problem, and down here he's at 3rd. I think he finished in the 400. So they've got a good Daytona package.
David Gilliland having a tough time and drifting to the back of the field as you ride with Clint Boyer.
55 inside.
Casey Mears just ahead. Mears switching from the number 25 to the 5 this year. Matt?
Mike, Dale Jr., knowing he was going to make the move for 2008, had TJ Majors, his spotter, started working with about the last 10 races last year. The only thing he said during this race, just be very descriptive. Not only tell me who's behind me and then after them, but tell me if someone jumps out and makes it too wide so I get an idea of where I need to move myself, Steve.
Matt, just before the restart, Carl Edwards said, here we go, boys. 50-lap shootout on Saturday night. You got to love it. I asked his crew chief, Bob Osborne, how the tires look. He said they look surprisingly well. And I said, are you concerned given the fact that Bill Elliott had a blowout? Saw lead change. Bob Osborne, said, if we run 40 laps, we'll all be in trouble with tires.
Carl Edwards in the 99 on the inside with help from his Roush Fenway teammate, Jamie McMurray, getting underneath Earnhardt and Edwards into the lead.
Yeah, well, Carl put a couple of really big moves on Dale Jr. going down into turn 1 to get the lead away from him. Jr.'s going to fight back here on the outside with Blaney, and they seem to work well together, Blaney and Jr.
And watch Big Orange outside row, 3rd car back, Tony Stewart. Gibbs Racing has won 4 of the last 7 shootouts, and right there is the first time that Tony has crossed the line tonight, higher than 7th.
And that's the same race car that was involved in that accident last night. They repaired the car, but they had to change the engine, so they had to go to the rear of the field.
Blocking doesn't really seem to pay off. Every time somebody tries to block somebody, they actually lose a lot of spots. It's almost like you're better off to let the guy go and then try to get back in behind him.
2 Fords, a Chevrolet, and 2 Toyotas at the front of the pack. Junior back to the front.
That 22 car of Blaney's and the 88 of Junior's, they work really well together.
Clear by 2. Side by side, your mirror there. 22 is probably going to clear him there.
Somebody's up against the wall.
One car hard against the wall, and sparks fly.
It's
from Jamie McMurray.
26 car. Caution will be out.
And in front of the rear, 11 got in the side of the back there. 10-4. Take it to the garage.
Sounds like he may have got a little push.
Second caution of the night. Let's see what happened. Watch the 26 McMurray coming on the top of your screen.
Here comes Hamlin at a pretty high rate of speed. Closing. I'm out here. Boy, and 11 got in the wall just a little bit too.
And for the second night, including practice last night, Denny Hamlin was in it and lucky not to get crashed hard.
Yeah, he was actually involved in both of those accidents last night, just with minor damage.
This car is pretty daggone tough on the right side.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
This is from Denny Hamlin.
That's exactly what happened with Tony and Kurt last night. You know,
Caution's out.
Get that nose up along there, side that right rear.
And let's ride with Clint Boyer.
Still lined up inside. Caution's out. Roll off the throttle. Roll off. Inside.
Darrell, it's not much, but is it significant that the COT platform is 4 inches wider than the car they ran here last year?
I think what I keep hearing is it's a vision problem.
Yes.
They can't see out of the back of these cars. They got that wicker sticking up on the back of the wing back there, and it's hard to see out of these cars to know where somebody is.
We've got a few takers on pit road. Denny Hamlin, that 11 car, may have some damage. Michael Waltrip, Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson, Krista.
Jimmy Johnson, the 48, coming in a little fast. They just talked to him about to slow down, but he made it in. He said, sorry about that, no problem, coming in for 4 tires. He also said the splitter is dragging on the track, so they had to come in and make sure that they're okay there. 4 tires for the 48. Steve.
Krista, Carl Edwards coming down pit road. He said he's told his crew chief Bob Osborne he's not real sure about the balance of the race car because they haven't had that many laps since the restart. But Bob had told him do what the leaders do, but looks like Carl hasn't made it down pit road.
And problems for Michael Waltrip, who came onto pit road with that pack. Look at Michael, the Napa car. He's the 2nd car in line. There's his pit sign.
Whoops.
Back there a bit.
And what did I say at the top of the show? It's been a few months since these guys had to do this routine. Got to get back in the swing of things.
2nd caution of the night. This one for Jamie McMurray.